As some of you might know, I've been taking part in the youth demand rallies for Palestine, especially on the weekends. And as you can see from the various video footage around, these rallies have obviously caught the attention of the police, and there's a visible police presence in all of these rallies. But one thing I kind of realized, all of us that were there on Saturday kind of realized, is that there was a lot more visible Muslim police officers that were present in policing our rallies. You could tell obviously from their beards and et cetera, et cetera. Mainly from the beards, you could tell that a lot of them were Muslim. But obviously we had police officers that were also from communities of color, for example. And kind of got me thinking. I mean, obviously, I've kind of known this for a long time, but it kind of got me thinking even more. When it comes to policing and trying to challenge racial and mainly racial policing and the policing of our communities, a lot of our elders were like, you need to join the police. You need to become a police officer. You need to be part of the institution to change it from within. But this method is obviously not working, or it's obviously failing. In the case of the protests against youth demand, a lot of the youngsters were telling me that these police officers individually may have progressive beliefs. So a lot of these police officers were coming up to us and saying that, as an individual, they support Palestine, but they're just doing their jobs. So it just kind of shows that individually they might be progressive, or they might have some progressive kind of beliefs or progressive causes, but they are part of an institution that is there to sustain the status quo. They are there to protect power, really. And therefore, it is not, this idea of, becoming a police officer or changing the police from within is not really working, or maybe we're just not seeing it. I'm saying this in the case of the fact that now there have been numerous British Israelis who have gone and supported the IDF in their genocide in Gaza, and have come back. As far as we can see, there's nothing happening. There's nothing happening to them. And some of these, ex-IDF soldiers or individuals who have supported the IDF take part in the counter demonstrations against the pro-Palestine demonstrations, and nothing happens. There's nothing happens. The police, the Metropolitan Police have, as far as I understand, have a war crimes department, have a department that investigates war crimes. Well, why aren't these Muslim, as far as I can see, I can't see any of these Muslim police officers or these, organizations that support Muslim police officers within the Metropolitan Police opening up or doing anything about these individuals, these pro-Israeli individuals who have gone and who have supported the genocide and have come back. Nothing is being done. I can't see any evidence of progressive change happening from within the police, from these Muslim police officers. There's nothing happening. It is this idea of changing the police from within by becoming a police officer is just nonsense. At the end of the day, a person might have progressive views on Palestine, but in regards to their job, they're going to do their job. If you are someone who is trying to change the police from within, well, show yourself, be more public about it, and don't be afraid to lose your job. If it comes to be, I'm someone who has paid a significant cost for my Palestine campaigning, and I wasn't afraid to pay that price. So look, we've seen quite a few of these Muslim police officers in these youth demand rallies. They're there to protect the status quo, even though they might come up to us and say that that they have progressive views and they support Palestine. At the end of the day, they're there to protect the status quo, and therefore, when it comes to police officers and engaging with police officers in demonstrations, the rule is don't engage at all. They are individually, wherever they lie, as an institution, as in regards to their job, they are there to support the status quo, and the status quo supports the genocide in Palestine. whether via RAF Akrotiri in Cyprus, the British state is supporting the genocide, supporting the Israeli state, or whether via basically sending arms to Israel, or whether via sending individuals to Israel to learn in regards to how Israel is dealing with people who are protesting against Netanyahu, or fighting or engaging in urban guerrilla warfare in Gaza. The status quo supports the genocide in Gaza. The status quo is anti-Palestinian, and the police as an institution are there to support the status quo. Therefore, when it comes to Muslim police officers, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing any change from within. So they might individually support Palestine, but their job requires them to support the status quo.